Do you guys believe it is possible that Master Eraqus has a book of prophecies that he kept secret from everyone? It might sound a little weird, might sound a little out there, but after the knowledge of knowing that they have read the book of prophecies, or at least are aware of the book of prophecies in Dark Road, it makes me wonder just how much people like Xehanort and Eraqus knew that they never told us or never even hinted to us about. In Melody of Memory, we found out that Xehanort was in fact aware of this other world, having looking into it, and we also know that he knew about the Lost Masters and stuff from Kingdom Hearts 3. And he has quotes in Kingdom Hearts 3 when he gets defeated, like saying this is not what was written, which just further implies many things. But Master Eraqus is a person that I want to focus on especially. I don't think Xehanort had a book of prophecies of his own, not one he was able to carry around and look at constantly or anything. Maybe in his youth, but old man Xehanort, I'm not so sure about that. But Eraqus, on the other hand, I think that's a very real possibility. Eraqus seems to be in a very higher up role in Dark Road because he's related to some of the previous masters. With Eraqus being one of the next characters in line in Scala to get the Master Defender, which is a very important Keyblade I would imagine in that world, since Master Ephemer had the Keyblade. That's the Keyblade he was holding up on the statue, and Brain is likely going to be the one to get the Keyblade again, or maybe another master or something, but we know it eventually ends up leading to Eraqus. And I would imagine in a society like Scala Asylum, wielding the Keyblade of the first Keyblade master likely means you're in a pretty good position. I mean, Eraqus potentially, before he decides to go and train the Keyblade wielders in Birth by Sleep, the Birth by Sleep trio, maybe Eraqus is one of the people who ends up running Scala Asylum because of that. That's a possibility. But Eraqus being a blue blood, I feel like similar to what we kind of saw with Aqua in Birth by Sleep, how with her as a Keyblade master, she got access to certain information. I feel like that would be the situation, maybe even tenfold in a society like Scala Asylum. Eraqus getting access to a lot of information. And I would imagine that there is not multiple book of prophecies available. I don't think they probably copied the book or anything. It's probably not something that info is given for super duper lightly, but maybe just little things to help Keyblade wielders, like things about the Heartless and so on, like they mentioned in Dark Road. I don't know, that could be a deeper discussion. But we saw the Book of Prophecies that Brain gave to Ephemer in Union Cross, and we know that that Book of Prophecies does have a presence in Scala Asylum, 100%. And if it's a thing that every master, every person who wields that Master Defender ends up, getting the Book of Prophecies and keeping it, that could make for some very interesting story for Eraqus, even post-demise. But what reason would Eraqus have to hide the Book of Prophecies from everyone else? Maybe it's because of what Eraqus saw with Xehanort, being obsessed with the Keyblade War, being obsessed with the Lost Masters, being obsessed with the future and just changing things. Maybe he didn't want any other Keyblade wielders who knew about the book to go down that road. Or perhaps Eraqus was saving it for a huge situation, or maybe it was meant to be hidden for someone else to find. But where would they find it? I would assume that it's hidden somewhere in Land of Departure. Maybe in a similar way as to how Aqua changed the Land of Departure. Maybe there's some sort of area where you can unlock, a room and the Book of Prophecies is in there. I do think a Book of Prophecies exists that isn't, owned by Lushu or the Master or the Foretellers or anything. I think that there is a Book of Prophecies that exists outside of those characters in our modern timeline. And if somebody had it, I think it would be Eraqus. What do you guys think though? How do you feel about Master Eraqus having a Book of Prophecies? How do you think that would affect things? How do you think that would change things for our Guardians? How do you think Maleficent might act if she found out about this? There's a lot to think about, and I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section down below. But that will be all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, you already know what to do. Leave a like, share the video with a friend or a family member, and last but not least, if you haven't already and want to become a part of the Union, all you have to do is hit that red subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, you guys. Bye.
Now she's a daydreamer. She's always thinking about him. No more room in this picture. she's crying on the phone, telling you she's not good enough for him. When you think